Welcome to today's workout, guys. We're going to do a series of dumbbell exercises today. 4 exercises, one after the other, and then we're going to do 4 rounds. 40 seconds of work, 40 seconds of rest. Follow me. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with a little bit of a warm-up just to get the blood flowing. Just bring your knees up. We're kind of walking in place. Yeah. Got to warm up, especially if you're going to be lifting weights and you're going to do this first thing in the morning. If you're doing it toward the end of the day, you don't need that much of a warm up, but you should warm up anyway, just to get the muscles ready for the resistance training that we're going to be doing here in a minute. Okay, let's go ahead and jog in place. Just nice and easy. Jump rope. Feet together. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, one at a time. All right, a little bit of a jumping jack here. Here we go. And as usual, just bring your arms shoulder height. You don't have to go any further than that. As far as weight, just start with something light till you get used to it, and then you can go up a little bit more. That's fine, because to do the exercises for 40 seconds, it's a little difficult. But the more weight you have, the more difficult it is. So, all right, just shake it off. I'm going to turn on the fan because it's going to get warm in here. All right. Okay. I want to take this out of the way for the first move, which basically is going to be this, okay? We're going to grab the dumbbells and we're going to have one on each side, and we're going to come here. Just like a squat and a dumbbell raise with both arms at the same time, okay? That's what we're going to do. And you're going to use the momentum of the weight of the dumbbells to get you in that position, all right? So go at your own pace, but don't go too fast. Pace yourself. 40 seconds may not seem like a long time, but it is when you're lifting weights. So be careful with that. All right, I'm going to grab some 25-pound dumbbells here. So, you don't have to go heavy on this thing. Just, let me see here. Hang on a second. Get my timer ready. There you go. Okay. Get ready, guys. Here we go. All right. About 25 reps in that one. I want to say that was a little heavy for me. So in the next one, I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. Nothing wrong with that. All right, so the next exercise, we're gonna lay down. We're gonna do a dumbbell press. We're gonna do it with one arm at a time. And we're working our core, at the same time, so get ready. So we start off right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you press up, bring your shoulder off the floor. So in this case, it's my right shoulder. It's coming off the floor. And I started with my left shoulder. Next round, I'm going to do my left chest. Next round is going to be the opposite side. So try to remember that. Next one, we're going to do lunges. We're going to lunge forward and then back. So just forward and back. Forward and back. Same leg stays in place. Here we go. Forward and back. Forward and back. Okay. All right. Next exercise. It's going to be a balance move with a shoulder press. So in other words, we're going to be right here. I'm going to press up and down, up and down, while balancing on one leg. Okay? Take your time. This is balance and strength at the same time. Here we go. See, you lose it. It's okay. All right. Okay, that again was a little heavy for me. Those are 25 pounds. So next round, I'm going to go a little bit lighter because you want to make sure that your form is good. Don't sacrifice form for the sake of lifting more weights. So let's go back. That's one round. We're going to do it again. So for this one, I'm going to grab the 20 pounds. Same movement. So here we go. Okay. All right, now we're back on the floor. Chest press. Opposite arm. I will still do my 25 pounds because I felt comfortable with that. All right. And remember, when you're in the up position, bring the same shoulder that you're pushing with off the floor a little bit. So here we go. All right. Next, we're going to do the lunge. Again, forward and back. Now it's going to be the opposite leg. Before, my right leg was firm, wasn't moving. Now we're going to do the left leg, so the right leg is going to go back and forth. All right. All right. All right. Then next is going to be the balance shoulder press. So for this one, I'm going to do the opposite leg. So I'm going to be here. Okay. All right. And we're going to use the 20 pounds. Went a little too heavy on with the 25s. So here we go. All right. You know, and if you notice, I touched the floor a couple of times with my toes. That's okay. You know, when you start to lose balance, just go ahead, put your foot down a little bit, reassess, and get back to it. You don't have to be perfect. You just got to try, okay? And you're trying because you're here. All right. That's round 2. We're halfway through. So let's do the next one. The squat with the dumbbells. Here we go. Oh man, I feel this. All right. All right. Now, again, the chest press on the ground. Here we go. I'm going to use the 25s. I'm comfortable with that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Next, we're going to do lunge. Forward and back. Oh man. Whew, shoulders are tight. Here we go. All right. Next, standing, balancing shoulder press with one foot down. All right. Man, this one takes a lot out of you when you're lifting weights, but resistance training is very important. All right, so here we go. You know, I don't remember. I might have used the left shoulder the last time. That's all right, we got one more to round. Make sure to use the opposite one next. All right. Okay. This is round 3. One more round to go. I hope you're still with me. Okay. All right. Let's get ready. Oh. All right. Next, chest press with the dumbbell on the ground. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Here, sorry. Right. Lunges. Once again. Man, resistance training is so important. You got to have the muscle, guys. If you want to stay mobile into your 70s, 80s, and 90s, you got to have muscle. You don't have to go super heavy, but just do some resistance training. Could be just body weight. That's fine. Just get the repetitions in. Of course, as you get better, you get stronger, put some weights on there. Little resistance. You know, the reason why most elderly people can't walk, it's not because there's anything wrong with their joints or anything like that, is they don't have any muscle mass. So their bodies cannot be held up. You know, their bones, everything, their skeletal can't be held up because there's no muscle. So it's very important. All right, last exercise. Here we go. All right, that's it, guys. That's the workout. Again, it doesn't take much, it goes by quickly, but resistance training is very important. Can't go into your golden years without muscle mass, because once you get to the last 5 years, you're not going to be able to walk, you're going to be depending on somebody else. So lifting weights, doing resistance training, it's important. All right, let's go ahead and cool down a little bit. Just go side to side right here. Oh, man. I'll be honest with you, I wasn't feeling it today, you know. But once I get here, once I put on the shorts, pick up the weights. Feels good, and it doesn't take long. 20-something minutes. All right, go ahead and clasp the back of your hands together. Lock your elbows and put your chest out. We're stretching the chest right now. Right there. Stretch the chest. We worked it today. All right, relax. Come over here with the shoulder. All right, relax. Come up here, grab your elbow. And go sideways a little bit right here. And relax. Other shoulder. All right. Oh, man. And relax. Come up here, grab your elbow. Throw your hips to the opposite direction. And relax. Stretch the quad. We sure worked the quad today. Again, knees together. And throw your hips forward a little bit. Oh, yeah. And relax. Again, the other side. Okay. Knees together. Hips forward. Oh man, I feel that quad. Okay, and relax. Hey guys, let's finish it off with some breathing. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Again, one more. Thank you so much, guys. You did it. Thank you for showing up. And I'll see you next week.